John,
You already
your
know.
album Bonafide was a personal favorite of Tupac's. And did you maintain a relationship with him, and how were you affected when he passed?
Oh my God, like stole the air from out me, man. And my heart was broken. At least, you know, it still is. After all this time, and you talk about some dark moments in my life. That was truly one of them. But what made it also very dark was that it was all being publicized. So, this is a person that passed away that I actually knew, flesh and blood, and shook his hand and you know, smoked a blunt, drank some Hennessy with him. You know what I mean? Like literally in the studio, chopping it up, like about our girls, being kind of depressed together, being like, damn, I was single at the time, he was single at the time, and we're like talking about our girls, like, damn, let's holler back at the ex, like, are you still down? That's the name right there, and it was amazing, man. He actually was the one to sing to me the melody because the beat was dope. The beat right away I thought was like a Marvin Gaye kind of vibe. It had a real smooth, sensual kind of vibe to it. And so I started just doing melodies, but then it was like, na, 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 and I kind of did that. And he's like, what if you say, girl, it's all right, baby? And then he showed me how to, sing it. I was like, okay, it's there in your eyes, yeah. I was like, okay. But when he came in
Hey,
and
you
did
know
every
what?
once in a
Sounds so
lifetime
good.
touch my soul, I was, I'm telling you, I love telling this story because Tupac is not here with us, man. And that'll forever be like a badge of honor that I have. You know what I mean?
Yo, John, when you was down with Tupac, did Suge try to body snatch you? Because he was notorious for that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Suge one time in the club smoking a cigar, man, in L.A. And he just lit up right there. He's just right in front of me. He didn't even speak to me. I was like, okay, well, I only speak to somebody that I'm like usually when I'm spoken to. You know what I mean? In that case, where the security guard came up to him, he's like, man, you can't light that up in here, man. He just kept on smoking, and I was like, all right, man, I'll leave you alone, man. I mean, you know what? I listen to I listen to you know I listen to a lot of what people say around me too. Sometimes in terms of like who to kind of the energies, what how to keep the energy right, and I kind of go by my vibe. If my vibe tells me you're somebody I want to talk to and say hello to, I'll go up to you and say hello. If it tells me otherwise, then I'll keep to myself.
Why do you think the energy wasn't right with Suge that night?
I don't really know. It just wasn't. I mean, I think it might have been the cigar that intimidated me inside the place, man. I was like, whatever, do your thing. I honestly, I don't. I was so afraid of that whole situation when Pac died. It was killed. He's killed, man, and it was like that was real life violence. That was the closest that I had been to it at that point. Knowing him, and then not knowing him anymore, him not being here anymore, and getting to meet his mother and see how sad she was and feel that real pain and the horror that the Shakur family had to go through by losing him. And to look at somebody who's still living on the planet, who gets to breathe on this planet, physically be here, to not have the reverence that I knew that Tupac had is the thing I think that detours me from meeting somebody like that. It's like I was the last one to work with Tupac in the studio. 2 weeks before he passed away, he was in the studio with me. I was left out of the documentary. I don't feel like I need to be in it because it wasn't that important, my contribution to it, but it was a fact that he was with me 2 weeks before he passed. And, I'll never forget that.